Awesome. All right, guys. Welcome to episode 105 of the Drag Drive Repeat show presented by Summit Racing. All right. Driven Racing Oil event update, sir.
All right. Driven Racing Oil is the performance engine oil that can do it all. GP1 is the ultimate oil for any race or performance application, whether you're launching hard at the drag strip, enduring the extreme heat of off-road and circle track, or even pushing limits in top field drag boats and demo derbies. Winning racers choose GP1. It's compatible with engines from classic hot rods to cutting-edge race machines. Their unique surface cling and high zinc formulation ensures superior wear protection, particularly for flat tappet camshafts, while also solving issues like cylinder washout with methanol and ethanol fuels. It's crafted from the legendary Bradford, Pennsylvania base oil, then enhanced with state-of-the-art additive packages, so GP1 offers the best in protection and performance. And you guys know the deal. DrivenRacingOil.com is where you can go pick up your oil, any Driven merchandise, and you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Driven Racing Oil.
I know that's right. Well, John Ketchum was saying he did most of the work for the 32-car shootout. I love it. I can't wait to see what happens there. Obviously, probably won't be on site for that one, but I'm telling you, there's some fast cars coming. They've got that split up into two groups. We're going to deep dive on that on the next news episode. All right. Well, let's talk about like some drag and drive adjacent events that are coming up that are before our next drag and drive event. 513 racers are signed up for bragging rights, bro.
This looks like it would be a ton of fun. I don't know how in the world I'll ever be able to get more time to go to more events, but
I don't know.
If I was able to, this is another one that I would love to attend. This looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is the photos of the cars you put here are all the Streetcar bragging rights shootout photos. Like these are racers, drag and drive racers, known drag and drive racers that are racing in this shootout. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts, man.
Yeah, super, super cool. Like, I mean, the names in there are crazy. Josh Davis, Doug Cook, Matt Moore, Jeremy Ortiz, Rich Guido, Taylor Hendrick, so on. Speaking of Jeremy right there.
Yeah, buddy. This is an interesting event to me because there are so many drag and drive guys, but really they're streetcar guys. You know what I mean? Like we just take for granted that they just do drag and drives. But I mean, look at the list of these folks here. I mean, like Jim Braun's in that, like Treadle. It's man, I wish I was going Crater, buddy. I'm sorry I'm down there, man. I'm sorry. That's like the only weekend. Oh, and Mark Manor. Yeah, I don't think we have him.
Derek said 50 stick shift rides.
That's crazy. Nate had offered a media setup for me, and man, it's the only weekend that I'm home in like 7 weeks, and so I just couldn't make it make sense. But I don't know if I'll ever miss another one. Man, that's just crazy. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to them. I'm excited for them.
It's almost like there's not enough weekends in the year,
which is awesome. I mean, think of that. Like we cover such a small portion of the actual car hobby, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're literally talking about drag and drive racing. We cover such a small portion, and we could be doing something nearly every weekend.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm telling you guys, it's not with 513 racers signed up at Streetcar bragging rights. We ain't even close to having too many drag and drive events.
Yeah, all we need is a Dega and we'd be on the road every weekend.
Sign me up, man. So bad. I've been looking at them hardcore. I've kind of backed off a little bit, to be honest with you, because I want to ride in the I hope that the bucket list mob guys can get theirs done and I can spend some time in that thing, because maybe I'll hate it and that will be the best thing that could ever happen to us.
Dude, I sent you that one and it's not far from me, and I'm like, this one was a tailgate one, so it's like all the camping stuff essentially had been removed, and I'm like, that would be perfect.
Yeah,
and it was perfect. In that $5,000 price range. I'm like, man,
I know it. I looked at that real hard. Believe me.
Me
Believe
too.
me. All right. Well, big shout out to Streetcar Bragging Rights, man. Great. Good luck to them. All the racers, the promoter, the team, the officials, the track, everybody we want. I hope it goes amazingly well. And 500 racers, man, that is so big for the community. You know what I mean? Just it's amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, next up, obviously Route 66, NHRA Dragon Drive next weekend. So it's kind of like the gap weekend between Streetcar Bragging Rights and this. I mean, and Back to the Streets. This one here, 8-car shootout of some of the heaviest hitters that are out there. Dave Schroeder, Alex Taylor, Tom Bailey, Nick Taylor going to be there. That's going to be awesome seeing Uncle Sam back out. Craig Grubner, Tom McGilton. I mean, talk about just hitters here of the streetcar scene. Bryant Goldstone, Ed Enzer, and then I think that's our 8. Yeah, this is gonna be nuts, man. And the cool thing is they're in front of a huge NHRA crowd. Route 66 opens up like 4 times a year or something crazy, and 2 of them is for the NHRA race that comes through. So this is a big deal. Can't wait to see, who can take home the win, obviously, but then also just the ability for them to kind of help push some of that drag and drive that's out there.
Yeah.
As people walk by and go, "Wait, you drive these on the street? What are you talking about? I don't understand. That doesn't even make sense. My
Yeah.
10-second open hitter car over here, I can't even drive on the street."
Yeah, I went to this, what was it, 2 years ago now? I
Hmm.
think. I think I went to it 2 years ago, and it was a ton of fun. Like it
Yeah.
was a good time.
Well, and the cool thing is, like 8 cars, man, it just gives you a good idea of an ability to build some hype, and
Right.
of course, these cars are, upper echelon. These are top of the top cars that are in the community. And so when people see these, you hope they just go home and start working on their car. You know
Right.
what I mean?
And talk about, needing more weekends. Again, this one's not far from me. Like telling
Yeah.
you, every weekend there's literally something that we
Yeah.
could be going to.
Yep. That is still drag and drive adjacent.
Right.
Like it still makes sense for us to do it. And then Back to the Streets, man. This one right here. Another one I'm hating that I'm missing. This event this year is going to be nuts, man. Have I said Brown County yet?
Oh
Have
yeah.
I talked about it being no prep drag and drive at Brown County?
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty cool. And the photos there are gonna be top notch.
Oh man,
Just
and
because it's such a cool track.
making the move from Michigan to Indiana this year, I think that's going to be great for them. There's not been just a ton of love in the middle part of the country here recently. Last year, so this is going to be a great one, man. This one right here, Matt Lang puts on a hell of a show. Adam Hodson jumped on board, helping with all the stuff here. He's a big no prep guy and like gets a lot of that. I mean, this one's going to be a good one, and it's our next drag and drive that's in line. So two weeks from now is when it kicks off. Man, 2 weeks.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah.
man, good luck to those guys. All right, tell us about what's going on right here.
Yeah, so this was Rocky Mountain Race Week, Mega Week. I thought this was super cool. I've not seen anything like this done before, but Boost Line Performance Engines is gonna be on site during Mega Week. Like,
Mhm.
so so from their post, Boost Line Performance is bringing LS-based short blocks and CNC ported cylinder heads to the Mega Week booth, all priced below wholesale exclusively during the event. So think about that. How many people on a drag and drive have blown their engine, spent countless hours searching for a motor,
Mhm.
driving who knows how many hours to get an engine, coming back and swapping it in? This is Mega Week. Like, you're not going to have the time to do that. So,
Yeah.
how cool is it to have a place on site that's going to have LS engines there?
Yeah.
Plus, Brian Tooley is going to be there, so everything you need to finish, your combo and get back on the
Mhm.
track. It's super cool. I think this is awesome.
Yeah, this is a huge deal right here because again, like you said, Red Hat Scotty comes to mind. Race week 2020 blows the engines up till 4 o'clock in the morning. If you could just roll over to a vendor truck and buy one, if you can, roll over and put it in. Now you're at least saving 2 or 3 hours searching, racing junk classifieds, trying to find another engine, marketplace, whatever. So
Right.
this is a
And I
mm,
get it's not going to be a junkyard LS price, but
yeah,
think about it when you walk up there, you're going to have to drive X amount of hours and pick it up unless you can get somebody to bring it to you.
yeah.
Like all that time equals money still. So Yeah, it's probably going to cost a little bit more, but A, you're going to get a better engine than, wondering if this short block that you got is even any good.
Yeah.
And it's super cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. Plus, the other side of that too is now we're looking like huge events, which Mega Week is the biggest drag and drive's ever happened, right? We
Hmm.
know that. We've talked about that, said that 100 times. But look at the vendor row now. Now you're going to have, Brian Tooley Racing. You're going to have Bootsline Performance. You're going to have all these other places, and Matt's listed them. They're all on RockyMountainRaceweek.com or on the Rocky Mountain Raceweek Facebook page. You can go in there and see who's going to be on site. Like, this is a big deal. This is a big deal getting this kind of coverage over to us in the drag and drive community. Typically, we're outlaws, man. We don't get any extra help. We don't get any extra things. We don't get a lot of attention over here either. So this is going to be really awesome to see, and I can't wait to hang out at
Yeah,
Mega Week. Man, it's gonna be nuts.
absolutely.
All right, and then Dragway Rush did something that was really cool. This last weekend, they had signups in person, so they basically loaded up a table, awning, all that kind of stuff, and went to the tracks. They went to the starting track and set up, to get people signed up to be able to talk about the event and all that. And then this next weekend, the 10th of May, they're going to be at St. Thomas Dragway with sign up sheets and merch and all that stuff. I think this is amazing, especially for smaller or new events or newer events, maybe ones that are in their second, third year, something like that, because this is a great way to meet people. People are going to walk by and go, what the heck is Dragway Rush? I don't even know what that means. And
Hmm.
it's going to give you an opportunity to talk to them about streetcars, all the stuff. And then, hopefully they'll sign up or they go home and think about it, do some stuff. They're a follower of it because you're out and about talking about the event and all that stuff at the tracks that you're going to be at anyways. So even if you don't sign somebody up from the day, you still probably won a fan. You
Oh, yeah.
still probably got a spectator out of the deal. So it's pretty awesome. Big shout
Yeah.
out to them for doing that.
Yeah. And it's, just like we've done with flyers for cars and coffee
Mhm.
and stuff. It's just one more way to get people that don't know what drag and drive is, one step closer to being a part of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Big shout out again to them. He's been on before talking about last year, and then obviously they're ramping up for their second year this time. And then, dude, a new event. I probably said it wrong in the intro, but this is a new event for 2025. It's not a brand new event to the list. It's been on the list, and this is kind of a goal of mine now is to begin to feature some of the things. I feel like a lot of times we're just talking about the next few events that come up. It's this one, this one, this one, so many days, things like that. We need to start featuring some of these, especially these events that maybe don't have the following yet that they need to get the car count that's out there. So Baileyton Dragway in Baileyton, Alabama is a track that's hosting a drag and drive. It's kind of interesting to me. And they pose the question, are they the first track to host a drag and drive? And I almost think they are. I think we've typically always seen promoters come in and talk to a track and add it to the schedule, but I don't know if we've seen, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I don't know if there's been a track actually put together a drag and drive that would be like this. It's not just going to be at their facility, a single day or 2 day deal. So July 17th through 20th, Baileyton Drag Strip, Holiday Beach, Jake's Drag Strip, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about before, and then back to Baileyton. Based on just my simple Google deal, real quick, it looks like it's about 400 miles worth of racing. So shouldn't be too long of a drive each day. And then it's 4 days of racing. So it counts as a national level event for us. This is not a world champion points event because it is the first time. And I don't think they'll have the car count to do that. They haven't proven it yet. As far as like having more than one event. So we'll see. I hope they come out swinging and get a bunch of cars. It's a great spot, man. Alabama has very few drag and drive events that are close, and especially in July, this could be amazing. This could be a really really big one, and it's a track, so you get like this bonus effect of the track being the promoter because now the track wants it to succeed. Right, there was a podcast I was listening to today. It was either West Buck or WFO, and they were talking about tracks. Hey, we just rent you the facility, you do whatever you want. It's what X amount of dollars, right? They don't really care that you're successful or not.
Right.
But track hosts one of these, they care. They want it. They want it to be as successful as possible. So it's exciting. Again, Streetcar Challenge 2025 down at Baileyton Drag Strip in Alabama. More stuff we need to attend.
Right. So they have a Streetcar Challenge Facebook group that if you want more details, you can head over there and check that out.
Yep, that would be a good one. And guys, that puts us at like 45 plus events for the year. We're not, obviously not including streetcar bragging rights or the NHRA drag and drive because it doesn't really fit that. But I mean, that's a big deal, you know, like 45 events is a lot. And hopefully 2026 is going to be 55 events or 65 events. I'm telling you, we ain't even scratched the surface on this thing yet. Big shout out to Driven Racing Oil for their support of the brand. We appreciate them. Love those guys over there. And then I need to get down there and see them. We drove through Memphis twice in the last week, and both times, first time it was super late at night. Second time I was like, I ain't stopping. I don't have an hour and a half. I'm sorry, Bill and the team over there. I don't have the hour and a half it would have taken to stop there and talk to you guys and have fun. So we'll live to do it the next time. Thanks so much for being our race car friends, man. We can't do this without you guys. We keep saying it all the time, but we really do appreciate it. All the comments tonight, all the shares, all the stuff that's out there. You guys have been amazing. And then thank you to our sponsors. Without them, we really can't do this. You know, Eric and I are looking at travel all the time, trying to figure out where and when we can go and how we can do it and how we get to the Drag and Drive Awards at the end of the year and afford PRI booths. And it's because of these folks right here support us. So we can't do all of that without them. So if you are taking the time and spending some money or even shopping, please go over and try and shop with these guys. Summit Racing, Deech Works, Molly Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cams, J-Wire Solutions, WAF Racing, Performer Built Transmissions, Car Change 3D, Power Tube TV. You got to watch that for sure. Power Fest coming up with Pinks, and then Sweet Patina and Racing Junk Classifieds. Thank you guys so much again. We'll see you very, very soon.